Okay. Should be live. Hello, hello. I'm in a different habitat than usual. But hopefully everything's working. Hello to everyone waiting in YouTube chats. Still waiting for the first person to join on Twitch. Title Tuesday starts in 13 minutes, which I think gives me time for one warm-up game. Historically, at least the past few weeks, I have not been performing that well in warm-up games, which is maybe why it's considered to be a warm-up. I'm going to play one practice game. Yeah, welcome to people joining early. Hope everyone is doing well. Do let me know where you're watching from. Okay, we have a London. I'll probably... actually don't know my opening strategy today. I mean, probably London is white. Maybe a mix of different things with black. Oh, h6 is... I know Arjun played this sometime within the last year, but I think it was a different position. Wow, knight h5. I mean, taking knight e5... And there's also d5. I really want to punish this move. Oh no. Oh. Okay, someone from Proctor is messaging me, but I'm playing a game, so I'll take a look after the game. Yo, it's Zefcat. What's up, Zefcat? Appreciate the raid. Hope you had a good stream. If you're just joining, this is the first game of the stream. Maybe I should look at the message. Is it urgent? Can I... okay. Playing 1 sec. I have to do the room sweep. I'm in a new location today, so maybe they want to just explore my habitat. Okay, let's probably castle... At some point, the pawns will probably be traded. Queen e2, rook e1, a lot of natural moves to play. Probably rook e1 and just apply maximum pressure to e6. Induce a trade, take with knight. Expecting take knight c6. And probably h... oh. Let's play c3. I might slow play this. c3, h3. Queen e2 looks like a move. Preventing rook e8. Preparing rook a d1. Yeah, rook e8's coming. Taking doesn't do anything. I'll play queen d3 to try and still discourage b5. Grow the beard back. I shaved a couple days ago, and the beard is currently growing back, but not in full force. It's summertime, so it's not super comfortable when the weather's hot. But maybe later in the year, we'll see. Okay, so take. Oh wow, there's knight b4? I think it's okay though. Fancy move. I'll take this way. I am up a pawn. Hitting this. Bishop moves, I might have knight d7. There's line bishop a8, knight d7, queen g6 threatening mate. Queen c2. Attacking this. Oops. Yeah, I'm up on time. Up a pawn to simplify a little bit. b4 doesn't work. Let's be solid. Extra solid. Check. It's not easy for black to win the pawn because rook d7. Now we're going to trade and the king will be far away. Still takes some work. Cut off the king. Okay. Thank you, Mandalorian. Appreciate the resub. Happy 14, or happy 16. Also happy Tuesday. Okay, before I do anything else, let me do the room sweep. Bear with me one sec. Okay. So I'm using Proctor. It's a requirement. This is my second camera. Let's show around the room. I'll be right back. Okay. Hopefully that was good enough. Let me just make sure. Welcome to everyone joining in. So it's actually a rarity winning my first game of the stream, the pre-title Tuesday game. Let me check. Should we check the accuracy? It did feel pretty clean. Over 90, 90.8. We'll take it. Are alerts working? Just realized there's no sound. Maybe text-to-speech is muted, which isn't a bad thing. Thank you, Evergreen Emperor. Why do you need a room sweep? So it's part of the protocol with Proctor. Sometimes they ask for me to show around the room to make sure there's no no devices or stockfish on the ceiling. But I'm not that advanced to even know how to set that up. But I think it's random, like who's required to do the room sweep. Also, who's required to use Proctor. I think it's still less than half the players. But hopefully we don't have any major bugs today. There have been some technical issues in recent weeks. Heart rate monitor appears to be working. Heart rate is a little bit higher than usual, especially for not playing a game. 100 on the dot. Try and meditate a little bit. Okay, that's better. 91. Focus on the breath. Please like the stream. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button. I think it helps the algorithm. Guess there's only one way to find out. If you're watching on Twitch, you can hit the follow button. If you have Amazon Prime, you can sub for free. Let me know if there's anyone like new watching here.
Wahoo, good luck.
There's not going to be too much chat interaction, especially during the games. I don't look at chat. But between games, I do try and catch up with everything. Thank you to Com Info Your Nips. Happy 69. Appreciate
Good
it.
luck.
Yes, it's Iris. Happy 17. So another thing is I'm not allowed to use headphones. As far as I know. So I can't actually hear the alert or TTS. Okay. But during games, I'm probably just going to mute TTS altogether. It's wild that not all players are required to use Proctor. Yeah, I think their plan is to roll it out to all players. I think when they initially rolled it out earlier in the year, they were hoping to have everyone use it by the summer, but that's not the case. Yeah, maybe it's still like in beta. I don't think there's been any official updates recently. Are you planning on using the French and Dutch for the games? Probably, yeah. I'll probably stick with London. That's my bread and butter, and then we'll throw in a little bit of French and Dutch spice. Wow, there's 279 players. That seems like a record low for recent times. So I wonder if like they're requiring more players to use Proctor, and that's causing the attendance to drop. Because yeah, usually it's over 400 to 500. See the standings. Yeah, no Magnus, no. Oh, there's Hikaru. It was very timely. No Hans. Some players probably recovering from
Hello.
Vegas. Hello to C. Kempton. Happy 34. Okay, let me go ahead and mute TTS. Okay, should I pre-move E6? Let's do it. The last comment I read, I think, was from Jakub. Something about playing French and it being so much fun. Wait, no! I messed up the opening. Supposed to play bishop d7 first. But now c5 is not a good inclusion. I messed up. Queen b6 maybe? I can still try and do this idea, I think. Oh, but this is a dubious line because b4 is coming. Yeah, I misplayed it. Oh, do I have a5? a5, knight a3. Knight e7. It's interesting. Yeah, I like this because it prevents b4, so I maintain the bishop here. I do weaken b5, but such is life. Now, do I go for the attacking plan? h6 is automatic. I'm not sure if I want g5, though. Knight a6 kind of looks appealing. Just to challenge the b5 square. Would be nice to trade knights. Feeling decently comfortable, like g5 is still a plan. As the knight would come to d4. The take. I could take a knight c6. Yeah, what to do? Also take and just castle. Some queen c5 idea. The queen might come in. I'm still upset that I reflexively played c5. Oh, what to do? What to do? Queen b6. Pawn b6 even. Knight should be on f8. I think this is okay. Have to watch out for knight f5 tactics. If knight f5 I take, knight takes e7. It might be playable for white, but hopefully it's playable for me too. I am tickling the b2 pawn. Probably threatening to take. Then c3 is weak. White defends. Yeah, it's just a bad French bishop. I don't see a clear plan. Maybe now knight c6. I really don't see anything else productive. I'm down about a minute. I'm just trying not to be worse. I wouldn't mind taking, like we trade and then there's some queenside pressure. If knight b5 we trade queens, the knight might come here, but I think I can cope with that. Where's my knight want to be? Knight a7 maybe. Yeah, it looks really passive. It's as if like I intended to play the French attack, but I accidentally played the French defense. So the idea is, okay, never mind. Let's repeat once. I don't want to draw though. But maybe my opponent doesn't want one either. With knight d4, it's basically a draw offer. Yeah, I'm playing on. Idea is kind of long term to trade off the bishop. Or just get the bishop to a happier place. Yeah, positional play, what to do. How do I actually get this move in? I have to do some contortions. And g5 might be coming. Let's play this. Rook d7, bishop a6. b5 still coming. That's actually unpleasant. Time-wise too. So passive. Knight d6, there's 95 ideas. I feel like a sad roly-poly. At least I have a plan though. f5? Ugh, this is a panic move. Take. Let's go. I'm coming back. Coming back. Check. Gotta gain some time. How am I winning this? Okay. Oh man, I was losing on time. I was losing in the position. But I never lost hope. Okay. That was a shaky start. I'm 1 out of 1. I was trying to set up the new score widget, but I was having some technical issues, so the score will just be next to my name, as it usually is. That was round 1. We can see the accuracy, probably, what, in the 80s, 70s? Okay, 83.6. I was on the verge of defeat. I am on a 10-second delay. Maybe a little bit more given like stream latency. But yeah, that's a requirement. So this felt like another warm-up game. Playing c5. c5 is the most common move by far, but yeah, bishop d7 is like the new line I should be playing. The Utah Flads, happy 60 months. What's with the change of environment? Yeah, I'm away from my natural habitat. We have a white wall behind me instead of a green screen. I hope people are not too thrown off. Anyway, moving on. New opponent. Play a London. We'll try and play better and stronger and faster. So usually I wait for b6 and then d5. Now we have a Benoni. I'm pretty happy Benoni for white. I think e4 is typical. Usually the plan is knight d2, knight c4. a4. Yeah, black wants to set up b5. So a4 is kind of early prophylaxis. f5. I think taking makes sense. Bishop g3. f5 feels a bit weakening for black, especially this square if a knight can get there. But my knights are far away from e6. If a5, rookie, maybe rookie 1. Be flexible. Yeah, what to do? Knight f1. Yeah, this h5 square actually looks interesting for a knight, or even just g3 to pressure f5. I might be threatening to take. Maybe. That's actually a good move. This f4 might be coming. So f4, I take on f6. Even f4 knight f5 is interesting. Take. Also knight h5. There's choices here. Let's play knight h5. It creates more tension. If takes, then e7's under fire. I might just want to like take the pawn or take the bishop. Or take the knight now. Queen g4 even. Black allow... Oh, I can't take immediately. Queen g4, bishop c8. Take... Let's start with queen g4. So bishop c8, I take, and then take. I don't think there's any good discoveries against the queen. I'm threatening the rook. I mean, there's so much pressure against black's position. Pawn as well. Time is on my side. Rook e6 is an idea. Everything's falling for black. G6 is attacked, and I'll be threatening queen h4 to win e7. Now hitting this and this. Is it force me? Take bishop e5. Check. Okay. And there's no need. Actually, let's play this. It took me a moment to consider that. If takes, it's made in two. Okay. Yeah, situations like that, it's good to slow down and just find the cleanest path to victory. So 2 out of 2. That was definitely a cleaner game than the first round. Let's check the accuracy. 86. I feel slightly insulted. Also, it's like, it's lagging. Like, the Okay, there we go. Actually, let's just analyze here. 27 moves. Let's see. Maybe there were better ways to get the job done. Oh, white's only slightly better. Oh, I could have been worse after knight g6. Yeah, to be honest, I kind of missed this move when black played it. But already here, it's not good for black. And then life was very, very good. So rook g7 was mate in 11, but bishop b5 is also completely winning. Eric, do you speak any foreign languages? Not well. I know words in like random languages. I studied Spanish for about 4 years in high school. Yo hablo poco español. Ja понимаю немножко по-русски. Yeah, everywhere I go, I usually try and learn at least one word. Like in Greece, the one word I learned was kalimera. Good morning. Show the mate. Oh yeah, let's see the mate in 11. Because I spent some time like looking at this. King g8, queen h8, king f7, queen g7. I didn't see what to do here. It just requires a quiet move. Knight e4 is nice. Yeah, too much. Too many attackers, not enough defenders. So I'm tied with Hikaru and other people. I am streaming from my laptop, so it's like a more condensed monitor. I have OBS, chats, Proctor, another like browser window open, so everything's like kind of small, and yeah, it's the nature of a travel setup. Oh, there was a question, how's your Spanish? Así así. I wanted to say Ochin Ploha, but that's not Spanish. It's a different language. You are surely using a mouse and not a trackpad. Yeah, this is my mouse. I think the last time I was on my travel setup, I was using my trackpad. Like I'm actually decently fast with the trackpad. The biggest issue with it is drawing arrows. Because to right click, I have to do the 2-finger click, and then sometimes it gets messed up. So we're waiting for round 3. Here we go, playing Kovalenko. Okay. Grandmaster opponent, 3000 plus. Oops. How can I pre-move queen takes d2 on the first move? Okay. London opening is my intention. h6, yeah, so h3. I think e5 is a move here. b4 might be playable, take. Actually, okay, it's not played. Castle. Okay, I'm being aggressive. What to do? I think bishop d3. Just want to build up in the center. e6, take. There's g4. I want to make e6 work, but maybe not. Take. Okay, I'm gonna play e6. YOLO. There's nothing to lose. I'm playing a strong GM. The idea is bishop e5, and there's no f6. There's bishop f6, which of course I miss. Rook e1. Maybe this rook. Have to be really careful of this move. I can't take with knight, but I can take with pawn. Even rook is interesting. Take. Wait. There's definitely a choice here. Just take a knight d4. Queen d7's coming. So queen d7, queen g3, c5, take, f4. Oh, threatening f5. There's also take immediately. There's knight b3 as well. Oh, there's c5, take, and then knight d5. Maybe. I think this is a threat. Take, and knight d5. Missing something? Oh, there's queen a2. Oh, queen a2 is kind of crazy. Do I go for it? Go take an e6. Oh, it's insane position. Let's do it. I have queen a3. Up the exchange. I missed that move, but I have this move. Not threatening rook a1. Probably just rook b1. Actually, f4. Oh, I had f4 previous move. I've had this move. Now let's maintain control. Still want to play f4. Oi! Oh, it's such a simple thing I missed. Obstacle bishops, only down a pawn. Life goes on. So sad. Yeah, I'm just losing. 3 seconds left. I'll try and fight. Opponent's calculating rook a1 maybe. Really? Yeah, it's probably winning, but let's see. Still fighting. Oops. This move. I just need to win a thing. There might be some fortress. Remove this. I might see king g6 here, actually. King g6, still bishop e8. Remove this. I think it's fine. Or this. Hmm. I'm just losing. Sometimes there's weird stalemates with bishops, though. In the famous game, Karpov-Polgar. But I resign. Okay. I actually had chances in the ending, I think. Of course, had chances earlier before getting forked. Got a little bit too low on time. So I just blundered. Oh no, I just played rookie one and blundered, but opponent missed it for a move, but then found it the second chance. I even provoked knight f3. Yeah, I guess I should have played f4 first. There's also bishop e2 to be safe. Yeah, white should just be better here. Yeah, bishop e2. Okay, 2 out of 3. The higher rated player has won all the games so far. Oh yeah, was it a draw towards the end? Yeah, I took an f4. Ah, I should have kept the pre-move. Because black's still not threatening e5. Or can't play e5. Can they? Oh, e5 is playable, but then I lose back the queen and then win the f-pawn, and it's just a draw. Yeah, I should have just kept the pre-move. I saw a free pawn, I took it. I had 2 seconds left. 2.1, meaning... Wait. Yeah, I was just living on the increment. Thank you to Namco, happy 11. Thank you, Nessie Snake. The OG unintentional ASMR streamer. Do some people consider this ASMR? Let's see the accuracy. I have been checking the accuracy after most games. This one was my lowest, 76. Yeah, too many blunders. I feel decent about my form today. Like, I got a decent position this game. I'm actually wondering if I had anything stronger to punish this. So e6, not the best move, but playable. Okay. Okay, moving on. 2 out of 3. Okay, I'm going to play bishop e7. I've been having trouble with knight c6 lines against strong players. So this is another line. I think I can start with c5 and then b6 and eventually prepare bishop a6. But I don't have it immediately, so maybe this? Preparing this. If I played it too soon, there's takes and queen a4. But the whole idea is to get rid of the bad bishop and then play positionally, maybe aggressively. Okay, take and knight c6. There's knight h6 too, actually. Yeah, g4, knight h4. Could get murky. I'll play h5. I'm feeling comfortable. There's c4 here. c4, b5. Queen's tied down to the bishop. Yeah, white wants to play g4. Probably just let it be. Like take, knight h4. What to do? Take. Put my king on c7. If g4, knight g7 looks ugly, but kind of necessary. Oh, so that changes the whole dynamic of the game. Because now there's no g4 ideas. And I can probably just focus on the queen side, like prepare b4. Knight g5. What to do? I'll try and be very patient. Really slow play this. I think I want knights on g4 and f5. Oh, maybe a4 is interesting. Yeah, I should just break soon with b4. One's offering a draw. Absolutely not. The king can go back actually to safety. Okay. No more waiting. The b2 is going to be a target. b3 is a threat already. Kind of forgot white could take twice. And black is still pressing though. Really? Hmm. I think that's the free bishop. Take. Oh no, there's king. It still looks good though. Oh no, wait, king f3, I just take the rook. Okay. I guess queen g5 is an attempt. Okay, or resigning. Okay. Yeah, that game, I wasn't like super confident all the way through, but it was kind of a nice display of how to play in such a close position. And yeah, sometimes when you play the French, you get situations like this where like almost everything closes down. H4 was probably a mistake. Like white should eventually go for g4. And it seemed like that's what white was going for with the whole setup. But h4 basically gives white no more chances to break on the king side. And then I had all the time in the world to prepare b4. I don't think we were close to 50 move rule. I did take kind of my sweet time to play b4. Oh yeah, it was only 20 moves. Yeah. Do you feel lonely with the 10-second delay? Not really. I still feel very grateful that people are watching me, even if it's not like exactly in real time. So I'm 3 out of 4. I'll probably play up next game. We will have a break. Um, yeah, this is actually one of the one of the issues with Proctor. I can't open the break timer, and like sometimes I have it bookmarked on my main setup, but I'm gonna have to manually type in this link. Okay. Okay. So once all the games of the round finish, then there will be a 6-minute break. Dallas H asks, in a 3-minute game, how many seconds left do you start to panic? With or without increment, though. I mean, generally, I try not to panic regardless of the time. But there's cases where being low on time can cause me to play like so-called panic moves where I blunder in time pressure. But I think if I can stay like mentally stable and not get too emotional in time pressure, then the brain just thinks more clearly. And then I can avoid the state of panic and the whole notion of panic moves. So, okay, let's go to standings. You can see people's names here. So I'm 1 point out of first, 3 out of 4. A lot of players still on 4 points. Oh, there's a question about the game. Would it have been a god or a good move? First, I read a god move. Good move at the end to fork the queen with the knight. Let's see. Let's try and find this moment. Yeah, the knight moves were a bit restricted. Yeah, I'm not sure what moment that refers to. But yeah, it looks like my knight couldn't really jump forward without being taken. Let's see the engine. Engine likes rook h2. Oh, but bishop h4 is also, it's actually best. Okay. Yeah, then take. Yeah, everything worked out. In the end, it was white's move. I was looking at queen g5 as like a last ditch effort to perpetual check, but engine is very elegant with king e8. Just prevent the check. Complete safety for the king. Okay, there's a question from Jammy. How do you learn your lines in the London? I think the way I learn openings is probably different than the average chess player. For London, I've learned the lines over many years, basically through a mix of playing and then analyzing, following the games of top players, and then using database and engine. And then I actually have a separate computer mainly just for chess. 'Cause I do my streaming on a Mac, but I have a Windows laptop that supports ChessBase, and that's where I save all my opening preparation. I don't understand. Robots are talking to me. Oh, JH with the super chat. Thank you, JH. Who says, good luck, manage your time well. Remember what Han said a couple weeks ago. What did Han say? Something about moving. Han says a lot of things. He also says, let the chess speak for itself, so maybe I can just let my chess speak. But yeah, I do need to work on time management. That's usually my downfall. That was my downfall in the one game I lost so far. I hope I answered the question about how I learned my London lines. I mean, for a lot of players, like the normal way to learn openings is from a book, a course, or just like YouTube videos. But I think for players my level, it's more about using the database and the engine. But across all levels, it's also about just playing a lot of games and then reviewing those games. And then you can kind of build an opening repertoire that's unique to you, and especially that's built for players that you encounter, or built for the openings of players you encounter. Thank you to Sam the Sock, first time Prime. Thank you to G Spates, happy 75. Oh, 3/4 of 100. Yeah, also celebrating 3 out of 4 so far in Title Tuesday. There was a question about what happened to the score widget. I tried to set it up, but it wasn't loading properly. So again, my score is next to my name. And you can usually see the round, at least here. Okay, it says, yeah, round 4. Round 5 will be starting in 10 seconds. So yeah, I see there's more questions across chats, but we'll hold off because I'm playing DUDA. Zippity DUDA. Who also has 3, so he's not invincible. I played DUDA not too long ago. But I forgot our game. Also, thank you, JH. Another super chat. We've only played... Oh, we played twice. I need to get revenge. He's manually berserking. Wants to level the playing field by giving time odds. But this is kind of common for players that maybe don't pay attention to the break timer, don't hear the sound of the game. Our rate is already at 114. This is another thing I have to work on, is like controlling my nerves. Like when I'm playing a super GM, it's like automatic anxiety. Even though I try and stay calm on the surface, I think it just requires more experience against these top players to actually stay calm. But it's also anxiety inducing. Like I want to play a game. I don't want him to like lose on time. Oh no, my DUDA. Like he's actually berserking. This would be the worst way to be the super GM. By forfeit. My prediction is he'll move in the next 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. Let's play a French attack. I think this is the highest rated player I've played a French against. E5. Well, Avatik told me I can still just do this, I think. Go for A6. I asked him about like potentially the 2 knights attack. Now I'm back in my known territory. If C4 I take and put the bishop on C6. Knight C3, I think just C5. Take. Like take and queen b6. Definitely want to pressure the clock. b4 is coming. If h6 g5. I don't think it's in time though. I have a5. Oh, g5 immediately is interesting too. There. What about g6? It's wrong. 6. 6 allows takes. Alright, let's do it. It's been too long. Now g6, bishop g7. I don't like the way I'm playing this. I have 2 center pawns though. Rook e1, bishop d7. Bishop b5 is an idea too. Better late than never. take. It's not easy. Really not what I want. F4 is coming. I really need to get in bishop e5. Take. Yeah, this looks playable. Again, not what I want, but what else to do? So passive. No! No! Oh, I'm so sad. Oh. Oh, I had my chances. I think it's losing here though, right? I have king c6. Oh, but no, still take. What was the best try? F3? No, it's probably just losing. What to do? Around here, I thought I was like almost surviving after e5, but here I am surviving, but I need to find this. And then the rook has no good squares. But this was losing. Both games against the GMs today had chances. I didn't have a great feel for this this exact middle game position. Engine likes knight takes d4. So what's the difference? Takes. I guess the knight's not in the way, so the bishop has more freedom. Queen c7. And the pawn's not defended because, yeah, we traded knights. So f4 here, b4? Or like a3? Bishop e5 is a cool idea. Okay. GG. Moving on. So I'm 3 out of 5. I'm still happy with my play. I just need to play better and quicker in these critical moments. This is basically this extent of my prep, h4, h5, and figure things out. I think taking actually makes some sense. Yeah, there's a lot of lines where you trade everything and you get good knight versus bad bishop. Black has options. Black can take here or here. Now I have options. I can retreat the knight. I could take back. Retreating is interesting. I'll go for this. 95. F6 might be coming. Oh, there's takes in 95. Okay, this might be a little bit too simplifying. Yeah, knight g6 doesn't do much. Okay, we'll play this position. Taking castle. E3 I can still castle. Yeah, I want to get an h6, but I think if black plays here, I do need to get the king save. And here there's queen, a few queen moves. Queen b3. There's queen e2. Queen e2. I want to play h6, g6, and then castle. Black doesn't need to take. Okay, we're pushed, but so we get this. F5 or rook d3 might be coming. F5's coming next. And c4 might come after that. Oh, what to do? Should probably play c4 myself. Get the pawn chain. And black has full control over the only open file. Yeah, not so easy. Can my queen slide in? Queen g4? F5, queen g5? I don't want to trade queens, but what else to do? Queen h1 or queen h2? Ugh. Queen I don't know what to do. Take. I have one plan. Queen G5, and then F3. At least I maintain the pawn on H6. That's annoying. F4 maybe? I'm in trouble. I might have G4 ideas. I have 6 seconds left? What? Okay, so calculation is EF4, Rook F4, Rook D2. And then maybe G4, take, double, take again. Huh. Was not expecting that. So now I have a passed pawn. Black does too. I think I'm playing for a win. What am I doing? Yeah, it's just a draw. Yeah, there's really no tricks either. There's one trick actually. Never mind. Yeah, let's just trade rooks. Ooh. I have a mating attack. Almost, not quite. We trade rooks. I don't know who's playing for a win. Opponent's playing for a win. Another mating attack. Okay. Chess is a draw. I think a draw is a fair result. I was definitely worse at some point. I was very, very close to winning here. That's very tricky. Like, should I give away the G pawn or the C pawn? And then here, I should probably just play King F2. Taking was a bit too rushed. I mean, even G4. Okay, King F2 is the only winning move. Okay. Oh, playing Aakaash. I haven't played Aakaash in a long time. We go way back. He's a former teammate of mine, former childhood rival of mine. I'll play a French. Keep up the theme. Ah, he's playing what chess mood recommends. See, what's the line? Take in this? And then C5, I think? I never formally learned what to do as black. I played this as white a little bit. I played this about a year ago in Beal. I know there's some idea to exploit the bishop. Like take in the 95? I am allowing bishop c6. Then I get the bishop pair. Yeah, Aakaash is a very creative player. He has a very romantic style of chess. Like that's his strength, but also his weakness. E5 might be a move. I vaguely remember something. Like take. I actually don't think this is a good line for black. But maybe it's playable. So I have the bishop pair. Also have damage structure. And the main point is if pawn takes e5, we trade, and then knight g4 should win back a pawn. Taking on c5 might be playable. And then b4. So I wonder if this makes more sense. Like preventing b4 and still threatening to win the pawn. Doing well in time. I think the position is already like swaying in black's favor. I have the bishop pair, open position, white lost casting rights. It's still a question how I want to complete development. Like bishop a6 or something else. And bishop a6 looks nice. Try and tie down white as much as possible. Probably castle queenside next. Have knight c3, knight b4. It's not easy to resolve this pin. Like white probably has to move back to h1 or g1. I guess there's rook c1 and then a3. Almost some beautiful bishop d3. Not seeing a clear path. Seems very close though. There. I really want to sack on d2. And bishop d3 is also a fun-looking move. Take, e1. Let's just play this. Actually, maybe f5. And knight goes back. Yeah, have to be more patient. Try and keep it positional. There's takes and no, never mind. Push. I've misplayed this. Take. I could take. No. Okay, let's just go for this. Oh! I messed up. Okay, it's all okay. All okay. That's a safe pre-move to promote there. He tried the stalemate Rosen trap. GG. Yeah, I got forked, but I had enough pawns. It was knight for 4 pawns. Okay, so I'm 4.5 out of 7? No perfect scores. Hikaru and who's Bogdan? Dayak on top with 6.5. I think my goal is to like play at least one more GM. I'll try and Try and get at least one upset. I really need to learn what to do against this, what's it called, the Schlechter? This bishop d3. And there's a lot of playable lines for black. Like Engine just says it's about equal with best play. But practically this opening is kind of annoying in Blitz. Because the bishop on f3 is very often a strong piece. Yeah, I remember studying this line from the white side. I'm pretty sure Chess Move has a course on this, of like how to play this from the white side after e5. So the best line is take, take, and then take, allow the trade, or the mouse slip. Oh, okay, no time to analyze. Okay, moving on. I think I'm upgrading this tournament and gradually climbing back to 2800. And there's a lot of playable moves for black here. This is one line. Okay, going for this queen e1 variation. Type of line that I probably... Actually, I don't know if I would play in classical, but I think it's especially nice for blitz. Leads to very simple play for white. Like f4, queen h4, and attack. Maybe I can start with rook f3. If I play queen h4, there's knight e4, which I don't want. Yeah, just trying to prepare queen h4. Not entirely sure what to expect. Knight d7, wow. Allowing some sack. Just crushing. Like take, check. Where does the king move? King f8, queen comes in. I mean, g6 is also hanging in the end. And the problem for black is like the knight's pinned, so there's very few defensive resources. Maybe knight e7's a try. What am I threatening? Knight e7, check, king f7. I sack on g6 there. Oh, it's so close to mate. I mean, this should just be winning, but let's be accurate, have time. Check there, check. I think queen h6 is the simplest. I was trying to calculate the checking lines, which also probably are good, but yeah. Let's check real quick what was most accurate there. Made in 5. Oh, queen h6 is most precise. Rook h8 is made in 6. For some reason I was having trouble calculating this. Take queen g4. I thought the king runs to d6. Oh, I made on e6. Okay. Kind of missed e6. Okay. That was a very pleasant game. I think this game is a nice example of this line too. Like how simple it can be for white to just get a massive attack from a line that's like considered to be objectively fine for black. But this whole idea with queen e1 is quite nice. Like just 95 f4. Doesn't really matter that black took, still have the same idea. And this has a name. I think it's called like the Pillsbury something attacking setup. Maybe named after the famous doughboy. I actually learned this queen e1 move from Avatik Gregorian. It was during one of our private sessions. I'm pretty sure Chessmood has some videos on this. It usually stems from a Caro-Kann. Rather than London, there's this line in Caro-Kann, just trade bishop d3, c3, and then bishop. I think actually knight f3, you allow bishop g4 and then bishop f4. This is a transposition. Take here. Again, queen e1. So for anyone that wants a nice solution against Caro-Kann or in this line in the London, this queen e1 line is nice. Oh, there's a request for England Gambit, which I'm not going to play in Titled Tuesday unless I get like super tilted. I'll probably play more England Gambit in the speedrun though. In the speedrun, I'm still at the sub 1100 level, where it can be a very effective opening. Does h3, g4, g5 make sense? I mean, usually when you're already, like when you already have f4, then first of all, you don't always need to play h3. Like sometimes you can just play g4 right away. It's definitely a resource. In this case, I really wanted to swing the rook. h3 would actually prevent the rook from coming in eventually. But yeah, the idea of g4, g5 definitely has some logic in removing the knight. But I think in this case, like I just let the knight be and set up my thing. Then the knight was actually a target anyway, and once it moved, then it was winning for white. So I'm 5.5 out of 8. A decent score. I think the last couple weeks I scored 7. So I guess I still have potential to score better than 7. 3 more games to go. We do have another break. My highest score ever was 8.5. It was earlier this year. I think I've scored 8 a couple times. But yeah, I remember like shortly after scoring 8 or 8.5, I got the email that I'm required to use Proctor for like every future Title Tuesday. So I have a feeling I was like non-randomly selected. But yeah, it is possible for me to tie my best ever score if I win out. There's a chance I'll play out next game though. Okay, we are officially on break. Clean up my tabs here. Let's see who else has 5.5. So 44th through 29th. Oh wow, I'm tied with DUDA. Okay. I played DUDA earlier. He showed up late by over 90 seconds, but he still beat me. But maybe the best revenge is to surpass him. Currently tied with him. So I won't play DUDA. Yeah, if I want to try and estimate who I play next, I have to see how many people are above me and below me. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, it could be close actually. Wait, 44 through 29. Oh yeah, I'm definitely playing up. I'll probably play like a 2900. But we'll see. Oh, thank you, Archer Blunder. Appreciate the raid. Also, thank you earlier to Flamewise for the bits. Yeah, let me try my best to catch up with chat. I do have Twitch and YouTube chat open. I am streaming on both platforms. If you're just joining, I just finished round 8 of Title Tuesday. Currently 5.5 out of 8. Trying to mentally prepare for my next game. Why can't you confidently say you won't play DUDA? What did I say? I think I tried to confidently say that I won't play him, but maybe I wasn't confident enough. You can't play the same player twice. Because yeah, it's kind of classic Swiss pairings. Although, yeah, I've been getting into Scrabble a bit more recently. In Scrabble tournaments, you can play the same player twice, like especially towards the end if you're like tied for first or there's 2 people in contention, which I kind of like better. I think it makes for more exciting finishes to like a Swiss pairing. Thank you to Crazy Mad Dog J. Happy 4. I do apologize if I missed like, questions earlier. Sometimes people have questions and then other people answer the questions. There's some people wondering about GM and GM norms. I currently have 0 Grandmaster norms. To get the Grandmaster title, I would need 3 norms and a FIDE rating of 2500. So I'm very far away. I don't know when my next over the board classical tournament will be. My last one was about a year ago. I played a few tournaments in Europe last summer between Spain, Biel, and then Norway. But this summer I'm taking a break from classical chess. Oh, there's a Scrabble question. Does the player who plays first get double word score on the starting square? Yes. Yeah, there is an inherent advantage going first in Scrabble. Over the course of the game, I don't think it makes a huge difference. But I think in high level play, like the player who goes first wins maybe 50, 53 to 55% of the time. So It is a small edge, for sure. Maybe it's comparable to the advantage of like going first in chess, at least at a high level. But also draws are like pretty rare in Scrabble, especially compared to chess. Okay, we can see the top standings here. There's a question, do you still do photography for events? It's been a while, but I still have my camera equipment, so I'm not like fully retired, but yeah, it's been a little while since I last photographed like an event professionally. I guess the last one I did a few days for FIDE at the World Championship. The last couple days actually, and then did some photo shoot with Aakaash, which was fun. Okay, playing this person. UGD exchange. We played before. We have. I've actually beat this opponent. Oh, Gareth Bale. That name sounds familiar. Wow, G4. The opponent wants to play G5 and attack me. I think Bishop E7 is kind of justified. As G5, I have 94. Hmm. 94 is still tempting. Let's do it. Some potential tactics. I am sacking a pawn. Like if takes. Wait, what? I mean, bishop. No, I can't. Bishop takes is not possible because bishop b4. Bishop b4 anyway. Knight a6, a3, knight c7. Hmm. 'I don't really want to take, but it feels necessary. Really? Knight will hop around. There's queen b1, but then knight d5. Thinking knight e6. Take. So bishop takes, I take on d4. I want this and this. I have to take. Bishop e6 first is kind of interesting. Hmm. Okay, I'm trying to induce h5 and then plant the knight on g5. Or queen on g5. The bishop defends backwards. Bishop d5 coming. Knight h3 is a threat too. Almost have tactics. I was calculating e4 take queen d4 rook e1. Yeah, probably just e4 bishop e6. Hitting this and this. Queen f1. How to make a threat. b5. a4. Let's see what to do. Rook a7. I could maybe repeat. Bishop c5 or bishop c4 is a resource. Let's repeat once. I want to play for a win though. I could play queen a5 sneaky move. So sneaky. Running bishop c4 now. Or queen c3 even. Knight f3? Doesn't work. No. Messed up. Some pressure still. Oh. That was a nice position. Oh, I got initiative. But what do I do here? Yeah, it was a good practical decision for white to just start attacking. That turned around really quick. Wonder if, can I sack here? It's probably not enough. Ah, bishop d5, okay. Had to chase the queen away. But white's pressing. We go back. Yeah, this position's so nice for black. But it was frustrating because like, we go back here. I got my knight to g5. My bishop on d5. Like, things are optimized. And then I took 25 seconds here. I took half my time. About. Like, this is a situation, I think a stronger blitz player would just play this quickly, like understanding that things are in control. Had to really keep the pressure on the clock. But was there ever a knockout? Yeah, b4 is a type of move that I want to play eventually, but I guess I should have played right away. And then here, yeah, I could have repeated, but That's not good content. It's also not good to do when you're much better. Again, b4. Yeah, b4. It's not about the quantity of pawns, it's about the quality of pawns. And this is a very quality pawn. Okay, GG. It's a good game. I mean, I feel like the games I'm losing they're good fights. I'm getting my chances. This is like a new opening idea. I'm not sure if I've encountered this exact position before. And there's some logic to playing g4 though. Bishop e7. This is one of the best moves. Engine likes knight d7. I didn't really want to allow this and takes. Oh, but there's knight h5 or even knight e4. Ah. Yeah, I guess this is not yet a threat. b5 also playable. Okay. Well, I'm 0 out of 3 against Grandmasters this stream. I'm back to a palindromic rating. Here we go. Okay. I'll try and finish strong. No tilting. Opponent from Malta. This is like the old main line. Bishop b5 is a more modern approach. Played this many times before. Rook e8's not too common. Okay, I think my opponent's just walking into not a great line for black. This is one of the whole points of playing bishop b5 is to get this position. There might be counterplay for black, though. Take on e5 too, actually. Yeah, knight takes e5. Take on c5. Black's trying to justify having the rook on e8. But I do win a pawn. Yeah, queen g6, castle. Oh. Not this again. My phone died? My phone died. I have experience dealing with this. There's no way to make this go away. Only, my laptop's not plugged in either. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. f4? Bear with me one moment. This is Proctor. It's not the happiest with me. 92. Oh no. Am I losing? Wait, no, I have to play this. Okay. I'm just realizing there's knight f4, rook g2, and then I lose. So I have to play g3. Ugh. Okay, at least I have this. I could take. Is taking just winning? Take. I've burned so much time, but okay, this should just be winning. Take back the bishop. Yeah, I just want to get my queen to make my king feel less lonely. Opponent's resisting a little bit. Yeah, the rook sack never leads to perpetual because the knight can block. I'm just realizing the rook is going to be trapped forever. Like after trade, the rook has no way out. And I can just queen a pawn. Okay. Some hiccup in that game with troubleshooting the tech issues. But that was my fault. Oh dear. My phone was like over 60% charged when I started the stream, but I think it needs to be plugged in because it has a camera running the whole time, so it gets drained. Thankfully, it did not cost me this game. We have one more to go. 6.5 out of 10. So I could potentially beat my score from last week and the week before. There's a question why I didn't take the pawn earlier. So it is important here to attack the pawn while it's pinned to get 3 attackers. And then, yeah, I went for this. Maybe this wasn't the best. What does the engine want? No, maybe black. Yeah, black does have some comp. Like, if white's winning a pawn, but it's only plus 0.6, then that means there's compensation. Engine prefers knight c5. It did get scary at some point. Yeah, I missed... So I missed the fact, like, when I played knight e2, I intended to play knight f4 here. Oh, which is the best move? What? Ah, I have king h1. Take? Oh, that did not even cross my mind. I think I even made the comment, like, rook g2 and I lose, but I can just... Oh, what a sly move. Just slide over. Black is forked. And there's no tactics, like the queen's attacked and I take next. Okay. I have to figure out what to do with this charging cable because it's in the way of my mouse. Okay. Here we go. Final game. Try and finish strong. Playing up, actually. Opponent's playing a Dutch. Play a London. It's interesting. Oh, there's like takes in d5. Let's do it. I do give away these squares. There's some idea of like bishop e2, h5. And normally I want to leave the knight there, but black is threatening to take. I play knight e6? Do it. Queen b3, bishop c4. Oh, there's h5 here too. Bishop e2 first. Nice thing about h5, g5, I can take h6. Bishop has no squares. Rook b1. Knight d8 might be coming. I didn't fully calculate this. Wow. Interesting. I have options here. Bishop d3. Leave some tension. There's a funny line. Take, king g7, take on f6, knight d5. This is rook f6, knight d5, queen a5, b4. b4 immediately. Move the king. Queen b3. Yeah, this was a useful move, pinning and defending the pawn. e2. Delayed bond cloud. Rook h5 is an idea. What to do? What to do? Oh, I got porked. Is there any hope? I'm just losing. Completely missed that. Now I'm sad. Check. Bishop c4. Doesn't do anything. Do this. d5 is, yeah, okay. I'll try and set up the thing that everyone knows and loves. I'm so sad though. Yeah, normal person would resign here. I should probably just resign, but I'm playing it out. Oh yeah, mate is coming actually. Okay. Sad finish. It was a really interesting position, and I just I missed a tactic. And this move was disguised as like an innocent recapture. Like, I totally missed the threat of this and this. Like I also blundered knight f4. So, what was I supposed to do? I mean, rook h5 is probably just wrong. Yeah, I was close to taking on b7, but yeah, this also blunders. So white's losing here. Okay, this actually makes me feel a little bit better that even if I saw the threats, like there's not much I can do. Earlier is super interesting. I haven't seen this idea. King h8, bishop e6. So the engine likes queen b3, maybe just preventing the bishop from developing. A bit more flexible and prophylactic. Yeah, I played this line pretty much exclusively against the Dutch. At least against the Leningrad Dutch. Like for any London players that want something aggressive, it is nice to not play the traditional London with c3, but yeah, c4, c5 is a cool way to try and make both bishops happier. I'm surprised, like, engine clearly prefers black. I was feeling optimistic. h5 was just wrong. Queen b3 was the wrong direction. So take queen f3. It's hard to judge. Like, this is always kind of scary, but it doesn't do anything. This f pawn is a target. B pawn also. Oh, this is an idea too. Okay. So final score for today, 6.5 out of 11. I think still kind of a par score. Had a lot of fun games. Played some strong opponents. There's a question, can I look at queen f3 on move 20? Oh, congratulations, Dayak. Winning with 9.5. Edging out blue bomb on tie breaks. There's a question about queen f3 on move 20, but yeah, probably just transposes to what we just saw, or eventually white will take. But is there a difference? Like take Ah, there is, because I can take your first. And then black has to be accurate, I guess. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope people enjoyed the chess. I do appreciate all the positive energy across Twitch and YouTube chat. I will be back in the future, so stay tuned. And goodbye.